Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Why sister wives Meri Brown finally turned on Robyn. Meri Brown has always forgiven quickly. She tried her best to get back in Kody Brown's good graces, but she let him use her as a pawn for years. Unfortunately, Robyn Brown exercised emotional control, and Meri was frequently left out in the cold. After Robyn first joined the family, Kody's first wife developed a friendship with her, but as the seasons progressed, it became clear that it was one-sided. Meri's awareness of Robyn's manipulation has finally been revealed as Sister Wives Season 19 continues. Meri Brown asserts that Robyn Brown eloped with her. During the second premiere of Season 19, Meri outed Robyn for her mistreatment. While talking to her best friend, Jen, the Sister Wives star finally had a revelation about her relationship with Kody's favorite wife. During COVID and the rules set by Kody, everything changed. However, Meri claimed that despite following every rule, she was still shunned. Meri mentioned that she was really looking forward to having a playground in her backyard in the hopes of inviting the kids over. And before COVID even arrived, that was extremely uncommon. I had plenty of outdoor space. I took every safety precaution. However, as Robyn stated to the cameras, I had 5 kids constantly home, she was only concerned with surviving. We were doing online school. And, after the first year or so, she was traveling some. And so we really struggled to sort of get our schedules lined up. However, I am aware that we both wished we had more time to see one another. Meri's realization has haunted her as she told her friend, I had this bond with her. And now I'm wondering, why tell me you want to have a relationship with me and then ghost me for months and months? Did Robyn Brown from Sister Wives employ Meri Brown? It is clear Meri is haunted by the end of her relationship with not only Kody but also Robyn. She continued, why, when COVID is occurring and I am adhering to all the rules, do I not get to go over to your house and see your children? Why do you not want to come over to my house for the kids to play outside in the yard? During her own confessional, Robyn made it abundantly clear that she has a different perspective on the situation. She said, I always had Meri's back, even when people were plotting against her, ignoring her. And I never felt a divide other than when she moved. At that point, things changed. After that, she altered it. For years, Sister Wives fans watched as Robyn used her relationship with Meri to her advantage. Meri was asked to get a divorce from Kody so that he could legally adopt her 5 children. Robyn also offered to be Meri's surrogate at one point. It never seemed like they were friends. What it felt like was Meri trying to align herself with the 4th and favorite wife just so Kody might notice her. That isn't a real friendship. Are Meri Brown and Robyn Brown still sister wives? Meri made it abundantly clear when she paid a visit to the Tamron Hall show that she is no longer Robyn or any of the other ex-wives' sister wives. Additionally, the single mother provided an update on her relationship with Kody. The duo doesn't talk unless they have to, and according to Meri, their friendship is going well. She is in mourning because she didn't expect their divorce to be amicable. But what was she expecting from a man who loves to play the victim? Robyn has revealed she is also hurt by Meri leaving. She said, soon after Meri moved, I reached out to her and said, the next time you're in town, let's hang out, let's go do something, in the most recent episode. And she very directly said, I don't know how to be friends with my ex-husband's wife. That was extremely difficult for me. Meri, however, was prepared to put in the effort, recalling, at that point, I did not know how to be a friend with my ex-husband's wife. And I think that there are a lot of conversations that we would have to have before we did that. But in the end, she didn't trust Robyn enough. She noted, I'm not convinced that she would be fully honest with me, and I'm not convinced that the things I would say to her, she would be very happy with. Does Christine Brown regret giving up her rights to Coyote Pass on Sister Wives? The land recently sold for $1.5 million. Christine Brown, star of Sister Wives, paid $10 for the rights to Coyote Pass. Does she regret that decision now that the land sold for $1.5 million? Christine, 53, made that financial decision during a chaotic time. She had just filed for divorce from Kody, and the COVID-19 pandemic was still going on. She was eager to get as far away from him as possible, so she gave up her rights to the land. Kody had 4 wives and 18 children, so the family bought the land to accommodate them all. By the time Sister Wives Season 19 premiered, 3 of Kody's 4 wives had left him, and he was barely speaking to many of his children. The last thing the Browns needed was a large parcel of land in Arizona. They recently sold the land and made a significant profit, but Christine gave up her rights long ago, so she would not receive any of the money. How the Coyote Pass dream died. Kody and his 4 wives had planned to build 4 separate homes on the land at Coyote Pass, where their children could also build homes later. Sadly, the Brown family fell apart before they ever broke ground. During an early episode of Sister Wives Season 19, Kody looked around at the empty land and lamented that his dreams of Camelot were dead. The land at Coyote Pass came to symbolize the breakup of the Brown family. Christine basically gave away her rights. Christine was one of Kody's first wives to leave the marriage. The Sister Wives star left in 2021 after 27 years of marriage and 6 children together. Wanting nothing to do with Kody, Christine agreed to sell her share of the land to Kody for $10. In return, she got to keep all the money from selling her home, which was purchased by the whole family. At the time, it seemed like a great deal, but it looks different in light of the recent sale of the Coyote Pass property. Coyote Pass just sold. According to The Sun, the Browns paid $820,000 for the property in 2018 and sold it to a new buyer for $1.5 million. Mary, Janelle, and Robyn Brown will share the profits with Kody. Despite the fact that Christine Brown will not receive any of the money, the star of Sister Wives Season 19 is probably content with the outcome. Christine had no interest in the land at Coyote Pass, no matter how much money it cost, and it was a source of family drama. Sister Wives Janelle Brown's best glow-up outfit during the Coyote Pass sale and move to North Carolina is titled Spring Makeover. Janelle Brown, star of Sister Wives, is not the same person she was when she was married to Kody Brown. She is showcasing her transformation this spring with radiant skin and fun and colorful clothing. After her decades-long spiritual union came to an end, Janelle lost her son, Garrison Brown, leaving her with so much pain in her life. The kind of bereavement can be emotionally crushing, as per a study published in the National Library of Medicine. Some people who lose their children feel like their dreams for the future also die. Despite her pain, Janelle never gives up because she loved her son. Janelle began a life detox a few months ago, which appears to be restoring her mind, body, and spirit. Grief is grueling, the pain comes in waves, and each wave can hit with tidal force. Janelle is now regularly meditating, keeping a journal, and limiting her time spent in front of a screen. Hopefully, these activities are assisting her in calming her strong feelings and anxious nerves. After launching Janelle's flower business, Tata Farms, she is moving forward as she gets ready to build a house in North Carolina. Janelle is so pretty in pastels for spring. The screenshot above is from Janelle's Instagram account at the end of February, but she was already getting ready for spring in a pretty peony pink dress, looking rested and radiant. Her smooth, silky blowout is unquestionably one of her best hairstyles, and the soft pastel color is just right for her coloring. In fact, Janelle looks gorgeous in this flattering outfit. Janelle doesn't wear much makeup, but doesn't need it. Her eyes sparkle, and her skin is clear and bright. Janelle appears to be at ease here, which is exactly the kind of happiness she requires. Being around people who love her makes Janelle luminous. Above, she enjoys a group dinner with her family, friends, and married business partners Christine and David Woolley. She moves closer to healing each time she is in low-stress settings where she is unconditionally valued. It's a process that involves enjoying small pleasures that temporarily alleviate grief. Despite the fact that Janelle is opting for detachment more frequently these days, it is fortunate that she has people who would do anything for her, including Christine. Janelle glowed in a raspberry top. Avalon Padron, the daughter of Michael T. and Tony Padron, was having a birthday party for Janelle in the post above. This was Janelle's second family get-together. Janelle talked about the treats served on that special occasion, including an ice cream sandwich cake. In her post, Janelle appeared radiant and content. When she's surrounded by love, she is her best self, but Janelle's able to give love, not just receive it. In fact, she appears to be happier giving than receiving. Sister Wives Janelle Brown is coming out of her shell after a terrible loss, and she's mourning her marriage too. Janelle desired more from Kody's relationship because she loved him. However, when it became evident that there was no possibility of re-establishing their once strong bond, she was brave enough to leave. Now that spring is here, she's ready to take even more control of her own life. Her detox was the first step, and now she's carrying out the plans she made a long time ago. A business, a new house in the future, and great times with loved ones are her recipe for a delicious, sun-soaked spring. Life is hard. No one avoids the pain all the time. There are always moments when things are dark, and people who love themselves learn to fight through those rough periods. They find strategies for coping, they choose happiness. Janelle is doing so in adorable clothes that convey her optimism. Janelle's life is improving. Janelle's light beige complexion has cool undertones. If you're into seasonal beauty, I'd say Janelle's a light summer, because whenever she wears cool berry tones, she looks fabulous. I've seen in her neutral shades like sage, and they look nice, but not as right as the pinks and purples that flatter summer types. In the raspberry blouse shown above, Janelle's skin glows, she looks younger and fresher. She might not look as polished and pretty in warm tones like orange and rust. Janelle wrote in the post, she's finding a sense of inner peace that was hard-won, and it's not contingent on anyone's opinion or point of view. It concerns her internal state of mind and her self-confidence. Sister Wives Janelle Brown is now more powerful, wiser, and in tune with the universe than ever before. I hope that this spring, and the summer that follows, are filled with peace, light and love. Mary Brown has long been the most forgiving and patient of the sister wives. As the first wife of Kody Brown, she endured waves of emotional neglect and familial estrangement while continuing to hope for reconciliation. For over a decade, she tried to maintain harmony, even when her needs were clearly being overlooked. Yet, what finally snapped her thread of loyalty wasn't just Kody's favoritism toward Robyn, but Robyn herself, a woman she once saw as a confidant and ally. Now, as the events of Sister Wives Season 19 unfold, it's become clear, Mary Brown has officially turned on Robyn Brown, and the reasons go far beyond what viewers might have guessed. The slow unraveling of a one-sided bond. In the early seasons, Mary and Robyn appeared to be close. Robyn's entry into the family in 2010 was met with warmth from Mary, and the two even shared some intimate moments that suggested a true sisterhood. Robyn's infamous suggestion to serve as a surrogate for Mary, though ultimately not acted upon, was portrayed as a selfless offer. But time has revealed a darker undercurrent. Mary's loyalty seemed to stem from a desperate bid to stay relevant to Kody through his favorite wife. In hindsight, Robyn's gestures appear strategic rather than sincere. One of the most consequential acts of Mary's loyalty came when she agreed to divorce Kody so he could legally marry Robyn and adopt her children. It was a heartbreaking sacrifice that placed Robyn's needs over her own. Fans now view this moment as a turning point in the balance of power within the Brown household, one that tilted definitively in Robyn's favor. COVID and the collapse of connection. Season 19 brings a raw and emotional reckoning. Mary, in conversation with her best friend Jen, opens up about the moment she realized her connection to Robyn was built on shaky ground. The pandemic highlighted the cracks. Mary followed every one of Kody's strict COVID rules in hopes of staying in good standing with the family. She even looked forward to having the children come play in her spacious backyard. But the invitations never came. Robyn, in contrast, described herself as overwhelmed, homeschooling 5 children and managing a chaotic household. Yet, for Mary, that didn't justify being completely ignored. Her feelings of abandonment were deepened by the fact that she did everything right, and still ended up isolated. The painful realization, despite her efforts, she was never a priority to Robyn. Ghosted by Robyn, a damning accusation. In one of the most vulnerable moments of Season 19, Mary calls out Robyn for ghosting her. "Why tell me you want to have a relationship and then disappear for months?" she asked Jen, her voice thick with betrayal. For Mary, this wasn't just a failed friendship, It was a re-examination of years of misplaced trust. Robyn, for her part, insists she always had Mary's back. She recounted supporting Mary when others in the family turned against her, painting herself as a loyal ally. But her version of events